Yeah, another day, and we'll keep updating and giving to the world what we are doing here. We kept giving updates on how we will get this country, Nigeria and Africa, and the entire world fixed. When we're talking of getting the world fixed, how do you do that? Is it by paper? No, 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 no. It must go by practicals, dedication, and the high works on ground. Today, I wanted to just give you a little brief. This is, let me take this. You can see this, this, what do they call it? Sweet potato. This is 4 kg, 4 kilogram of sweet potato. This is about 3 points, about two, about 3, about 3 kg. This is a scale. This scale, I know we have shortages about 2 bars. If we bring a digital scale here and measure it, you will see it. This is about almost 4 kg of one sweet potato. This is about 2.9 or so. Sweet potato. Look at the ground here. You can see this ground here. When we planted this sweet potato, we shared it to everybody all over the world. They have seen what we are doing with our moringa. This is where we planted, we raised this cucumber. We planted cucumber here. Fertilizer, E-MORINGA fertilizer we have applied here. We didn't do that deliberately because of sweet potato. We did that because of our cucumber that took only 1 month, 2 weeks to harvest. What are we trying to say? Every day, most people will call me and say that you are always getting angry or always fighting, and most of your things now quarreling. It's not quarrel. I must tell the Nigerian president, if not because truly we are in a country that have never value what a country that don't knows exactly who they are. That is why we find ourselves in. If this place, Eden Moringa, is not today we have started this project, it's over 16 years. And all the successful government, all the presidents, since when I started this project, from Yaradua, even Obasanjo, when they work against, they try to make sure they develop Moringa. He refused. It was one of the committee chair that forced me into this. She said, God have told me clearly. I said, yes, this is my revelation. He said, based on what you have told me, that you have 2001, and you are going into agriculture, even though you are into other supplies. But God told me clearly that I should carry this project. You are the one to do it by force. You will be punished in the project, but don't be afraid of anybody. Tell them the truth. Tell whosoever that stands. He said, because I know you. This is not the first time I know you. That is by then, when we were talking with around 2004, 2005. So what am I trying to say? If it is somebody, or maybe a different or a foreign expatriate that come to this country and say this is the fertilizer that they are producing, Nigeria would have emptied all our purses in order to develop better ways and then export it to other countries. But because they have seen that this man don't belong to what they are doing. I need the truth. Nigerians are suffering, pains and everything everywhere with the best land that God have given to us. They have contributed, most of our leaders in Nigeria, I have to say it, let President Tinubu hear me. If I abuse the police, not be police, I dey behind that rock here. That is in Nyanya here, industrially out. They will come and pick me here. I'm not saying this because I'm afraid of anybody or anything. I'm saying because our leaders, all the governors in Nigerians and all the presidency downward, they don't have the value for citizens. That you have a nation like this, you have a product and have a project. You will go and be importing chemical fertilizer while the land is already going down. The land is all Nigerian land. Tell me, let anybody, we have our product, If it is maize we are cultivating, other product we are cultivating, bring anyone that you have used chemical fertilizer and produce and challenge me that it, in the sweetness, it can compete with what we have done. In any form, bring anyone and challenge me. I'm here today. The Ministry of Agric is there. The Ministry of Health is there. All the agencies of the government. I have most of the ministers that come here. I have senators that come here. Why are we trying to... I don't know why we are frustrating ourselves in this country. And we want to work... let the president knows that he can never get better Nigeria without getting the life of common man, by bringing better agricultural facilities and processes on ground, and then working with the fertilizer. This is what, my wife will ask me, say, is it by force that they must believe in your moringa? I say it's by must, it's under must. If they want this country to move forward by force, you must take moringa as a major project. Not that you take it and give it as government this thing and begin to use government forces to destroy it. If it is other country, they would have said, oh, we have so companies or factories that we have built. We have spent billions and trillions of naira. The factory is there, nothing is working. Come, let's go and develop this fertilizer, and then let's see how we can work with it. But Nigerian case now, to look for the person and kill. When they kill finish, the whole project will not even go. What are we trying to say? How do we get this country better? In each one page that I have. Not because of only one person in 4 pages will tell me that I should block. If you don't want to see my message, block me. Anytime you want to call me for any important thing or we have an issue, you can open my line and call me. Not just to send me message that I shouldn't text you. So many people, I have about 5 or 10 people. Out of how many thousand people that are there in my contact, once you call me, once your contact is registered, you will get message. So the only simple way is to block me if you don't want to hear the preaching. But the preaching is under must. And what I'm doing is for development of everybody, whether you believe me or you don't believe me, whether you like me or you don't like me. What I am doing is for your own good. Even the enemies that is fighting me, what I'm doing is for his own good. The president himself, Tinubu, what I'm doing is for his own good. I have never benefited anything from government. I'm not talking this because I need government support. Whether they support me or they don't support me, God is already taking, it's God's project. That is what God says. I am holding this. Moringa project is a world project. God says I am holding this project with high esteem, and I will deal with whosoever that stood against this project. So I'm not talking as if I'm not begging anybody. What we are doing here is just like an evangelist. This is my ministry that God has given to me. Stand here and preach. Let the land be restored. And you can't restore the Nigerian land. Bring anybody, bring world best economist. Say he will restore Nigerian land or Nigerian economy without moringa. He's a liar. I bet you. If you want to change this country, it doesn't take us 6 months to fix Nigeria. 6 months. It doesn't take this country to be fixed. Then what are we talking? So please, I want to use this medium. I'm not just people who say that you want to condemn other people's products or fertilizer and the rest. No, no, no. If we must do the best to get this country better, we must change to the organic way. Organic. There is no other 2 ways about it. And when we are doing organic, not just any ordinary organic, we know what is a moringa. And anybody in the world, you can't come and challenge me and say you are talking anything, except you go and bring your own personal moringa that you have developed yourself, not the one that God has. When you try to change the gene or try to change the form of the moringa, it can never come close to what God has already given to us, and we are using it in order to get the best result out. So what we are trying to say is to tell you that we will get Nigerian fixed. President, if you want to take the honor, and if you want to have the reputation that after you left, people and the common man in the street will say, oh, we thank God for restoring agriculture. Even in Nigerian agriculture, you can't even support ordinary farmers. Where are the fertilizer? We go and import chemical fertilizer and kill people everywhere. People, all the seeds, look at the seeds all over the country. So many kinds of diseases and attacks. You don't believe in what you have. What do you think you can get from anywhere? So I want to use this medium to tell you that we are not just talking. So when we are talking of E-MORINGA organic fertilizer, you can see this is about 4 kg. 4 kg. We have a lot of them. You know, since I have not been staying, these two now are about 6 point something kg. Tell me, a family of 3 people, can they finish this 4 kg of sweet potato? There are a lot. We have not even started. You can see them. Some of them are even spoiling on the ground. A lot of people, we have been harvesting this and giving to people. Anyone that tests, you say, let's test. Go and cut our sweet potato here and test it with another one and see whether that one will come close to what we have. The same thing with our maize. The same thing with rice that you cultivated with moringa. The same thing, every grains, every agricultural produce that you think you can use moringa and use other one, you can never bring any of them close to us. So what are we trying to say? We are trying to tell Nigeria that we have the best. We can never go lower. If you buy something for me last year, it didn't work. This year one is better because I have improved. And whatever we have sold out here, you can never tell me that it doesn't work, except you didn't use it well. So we are welcoming all and then appreciating you. We want the good of this country. That is all that I'm shouting about. As my wife kept saying, is it by force that you must force people to buy moringa? I say, without it, Nigeria will keep going down. Some people will say, who are you to say Nigeria will keep going down? Tell me, what have you done to make Nigeria better? Is Nigeria not going down? Show me the development, this thing that we have on ground, both in agriculture and every other sector. When you say we are building railway, are you developing the railway yourself? Or you say you are building airport, are you the one constructing the plane? You are a professor of auto engineer. Show me the car that you develop yourself and you are driving. Or show me the bicycle that you are driving on your own. If ordinary things, we can't do it ourselves. You must, everything, you export the labor out. You can't do any ordinary thing in Nigeria. Ordinary handset, we can't even produce our handset ourselves. Except packaging. When we have packaging company. Or coupling, how do I call it? What are we developing ourselves? Ordinary agriculture, we can't do it well. And then you want to tell us that we are developing. Where are you developing? What are you doing? Tell me exactly what Nigeria is doing. So may God continue to help us and then give us right leaders that think well and knows that this place, if it is in Europe or other country, those ones that have even left here to Europe and the rest of them, when you see the way they are, they will call me. He said their country have given a max millions of dollars for them, for the project that I have even guided them a little. They follow them up to see what they are doing and they have empowered them. You that we are doing it everywhere, they know here they are only coming to face with trouble. When you see them coming here, they are coming for trouble. So God will help us. I know. No going back. That is what God told me. He said, I have sent you on a mission. And if you're afraid of anybody, that is the end of the mission. Don't be afraid of anybody. Don't be afraid. Nobody should threaten you. Wherever they carry you to go, follow them up there. Whoever that try nonsense, he say, will go down for the sake of what I want to do. So that is what God has for us. We pray that God will continue to help us, and then give us a better leaders, governors and the presidents, senators and the rest of them that will think well to represent the people that are suffering the bush. You say farmers are not going to the farm. Have you given them the input? You say bandits and Boko Haram. If you have empowered and encouraged your youth, most of these things, any foreign bandit or foreign Boko Haram or small boys now, they are not even going to those ones that have joined Yahoo, ritualists, because the government have failed. I have to say the government have failed. When you refuse to provide an industry for your people to be engaged and do the right thing, empower the farm, let the raw material come from there and go to the factory. When you refuse to do that, let me tell you, you are the one encouraging all this kidnapping, banditry, or maybe Yahoo. They say Yahoo plus. Small children will everybody wants to drive big cars and the rest of them, and then the entire country. You can't solve it without going back to agriculture. If you want to change this country, I gave the president, Tinubu, 6 months. 6 months is enough for you to solve this problem. Except you are not willing. And if you don't do it, you are not willing. You are coming 2027. What you have done is what will make you to get there. And anybody in Nigeria that gets to that highest pitch on a wrong ground without doing the right thing that God has destined this country to be, you will surely face the consequences. So we are here to advise everybody, advise both the president, even from our grassroots, the grassroots, from here we will start it and move. God will help us and strengthen us. Wish you all the best. Then thank you.